is never sober, and wandering eyes aren't meant for me. They're hypnotized and growing colder. This kind of love is not for me. I gave you all that I could give.
Hey guys, welcome back to 31 Days of Halloween. To get this look going, I started by doing some blemish coverage as my skin was already taking some damage at this point from all the filming. I then mixed a little bit of white into my regular foundation just to make it a little bit fairer and applied it pretty heavily as I was trying to get that flawless skin look that I do not currently have. And I just patted this on with a sponge and then made sure to set it with a translucent powder. With the base down, I moved on to the eyes and I used NYX's cream shadow sticks, starting with the electric blue color and creating this kind of winged eye shape and just making sure it was set and blended in. And then I used the dark purple stick as well to go around the outside and blended it out with a clean brush. To help set the blue makeup, I used NYX's Prismatic shadow in the shade Mermaid to get a nice reflect on the lid. And then taking this matte purple color, I just carried that over where I had applied the other shadow stick, going around the cat eye shape and blending out with a fluffy brush. To deepen those crease contours, I took a black shadow and carried that over the line where the blue and purple met. And then just applying that down nice and thin with a liner brush, I then also blended that out and made sure to carry the winged shape up a little bit higher. I quickly made sure to line my upper and lower waterline with a gel black liner. And then I just also took the Prismatic shadow again and applied it to kind of the center area on my lower lash line and filled in the inner corner with a bit more black. For the brows, I wanted to create a pretty strong shape and also needed to make them better match my wig. So I just started with a nice taupe color to shade along the brow and then filled that in with black as well to deepen it on the outer corners. For my upper lash line, I just used my matte liquid liner and created a double wing shape since I thought that would be a little bit fun for this look. And then I moved on to the face. Going back to the purple eyeshadow I had used before around the outside of my eyes, I then started using this to contour the sides of my face, along the top of the temples, and along the jawline and neck.
And wandering eyes aren't meant for me.
Feel free to totally get distracted by your phone as you watch YouTube videos while you do this. And then I also just made sure to contour my nose with the same color, trying to make it look a little bit straighter and more elongated. Because this color did not seem deep enough for my liking, I then went in with Poison Plum from Sugar Pill, which is a really deep pigmented purple color, and just applied this to all the same areas, really darkening the shadows we had already laid down and better building up the contour. To create an outline for my lip shape, I took the NYX lip liner in the color Blackberry to figure out the shape that I wanted. And then I used a liquid lipstick in the shade Alien, which is just a matte black color, and followed that with one of the Cosmic liquid lipsticks in the shade Nebula, just to give a really interesting blue-green reflect to the lips. Jumping back to the matte black eyeshadow I used from before, I then just took a small detail brush and started creating the veins all along the sides of my neck and the sides of my face that I wanted. To do this, it was just taking a little bit of the black shadow on the brush every time and dragging it out so that by the time you reach the end of the veining, it almost fades off into nothing. So it's just a lot of sleight of hand and keeping it very soft as you move around the face. But once you are happy with those, that was it for my succubus look. I just threw in a pair of black contacts and my fangs. As always, I will list everything I used in the description box down below. I, of course, will see you again tomorrow for 31 Days of Halloween. Thank you so much for watching, and until then, love you guys.